Alright, what's up guys? Y'all have been blowing up my YouTube. I love it. I want to help you guys out. Again, this is the most busted build I've ever played in Path of Exile history. It sucks it's so strong. But play it, have fun with it. It's going to get nerfed. We move on. We play and struggle on our other builds. Now, you want to play Scion or Guardian Herald stacking build. It's late in the league. It's getting less and less expensive to do this. What do you have to get started? I'm going to push for 100 this week. I've been super busy with work, but I have some currency. I've got a bunch of simulacrums ready. I've got some more splinters here, plenty of maps, plenty of juice. I'm going to get to level 100. Enough about me. How do you play the Herald stacking version of Scion? I'm going to help you out. 1, get a Nebulous. Doesn't matter what it is. We're just getting started. Who cares? I bought this one. Get one that has something cool on the implicit. Great. Move forward. Alpha's Howl. Grab it without the enchant. If you're this is the budget version. No enchant. Doesn't matter. Just get an Alpha's Howl. It can be corrupted. Just make sure the gem colors are correct if you're going to match me. So 2 green, 1 blue, 1 red. It is kind of tough to get that. But whatever. We're going to get the Archon Kite Shield, the Prism Guardian. Again, not expensive. Buy it corrupted if you want to just get started in the build. It is cost nothing if it's corrupted because no one wants them. This amulet, the Presence of Chalua Onyx Amulet. Again, this isn't definitely needed, but I would get it. Allocates Champion of the Cause. I will show you that enchant. That is a little bit of an expensive enchant as it has a golden oil in it, but the crimson and the teal are cheap, but the golden oil is expensive. Probably like somewhere between 50 and 100 C, depending on where it's in the market right now. Okay, moving on. Shavs. 6-link is preferred. Again, if you can't 6-link it, buy a Shavs. Buy the Jeweler's Touch Prophecy, which is probably next to nothing. 5-link it, get started. Yes, you may have to give up Controlled Destruction or Arcane Surge or something in the build that'll give you some damage. It's fine. This is budget version. We're getting started. My first few rings I used, I literally chaos spammed. This one is a Moonstone ring, so it gives us an energy shield implicit. I got energy shield, cold damage, percent maximum energy shield. Is that a good roll on that? I can actually divine that, make that better. Anyways, not that big of a deal. What you're looking for here is energy shield, maybe some res, or not res, excuse me, energy shield, some mana regen, some damage, whatever. Again, not important. On your ring, get some energy shield, probably strength, because this build needs a lot of strength, or whatever else you need, all right? You're getting started, budget build. Next ring. I use an unset ring. You do not have to use an unset ring on the budget build, but the Assassin's Mark is important. So again, strength, energy shield, mana, Assassin's Mark. These are important. Get that. Gloves. You do not have to get the Milagros, whatever the hell you call it, gloves. Just get gloves. I would recommend gloves that give you the stats you need, dex, int, strength, whatever. These are great because they give you max crit strike multiplier 300%, which is huge. But again, budget build, don't worry about it. Just get gloves that you can use. You are most likely, as a new budget build, not going to be able to run the 3 I have attached on my blood magic. I will explain why here in a second. Just run 1. Purity of Fire, Purity of Ice, whatever. I'll explain this in a second. Crystal Belt is great. Again, you could probably even do better with a thick Stygian Vise. Here's why. On a Stygian Vise, you can get a Abyssal Jewel in it that can give you some benefits. Some more ES, some stats if you need it, reduce mana, phasing, whatever, right? Boots. Mine are pretty OP. Do not get these boots. I made these myself. Get the Syntrek boots. I believe they are stealth Syntrek if I have a pair. Got a pair right here. Boom. Get this pair of boots. These are cheap. They're like a freaking alchemy orb. They cost nothing. My buddy just sold his Herald build. He has 425x. Jesus. Again, starter boots. These are awesome to get started with. They give you dex, int, evasion, energy shield, 30% movement speed. Perfect starting boot. So you're putting those here. Okay? Then you're going to get... that's it. You get the build. Now, the flasks are important, and here is why. This Cinder Swallow allows me to get crit. You don't have to have the crit one. It's expensive. Trust me, I know. It costs multiple exalts. Don't worry about that. Just get a Cinder Swallow. Here's why. You recover energy shield when you kill an enemy, mana, and all that stuff, right? This is big for the build. Bald Faith, holy shit, it's expensive. Guys, don't worry too much about this. Just get like a phasing flask or some other defensive flask here. Movement speed, of course. Diamond flask, of course. As Ziri's promised, this is cheap. This gives you chaos damage leech during flask effect. You convert physical damage, yada, yada, yada. But you also get 35% chaos res. Look at my reses. Well, wait, all my shit's not even on. Hold on. We gotta turn this up. We gotta juice up. Is that fully juiced? That's fully juiced. Alright, as you can see, tons of reses. But chaos res is only 39%. Hit my flask, 74. I am so close. I could probably divine these boots and get 1 more percent. So if I really wanted to min-max it, I could get 75% chaos res during flask. Your flasks are always up as you're killing so fast. Okay. Nebulous. Alpha Sal. This shield. This amulet. Get a Shav. Get the Jeweler's Touch to 5 link it. Whatever gloves you can get that will benefit you. That is damage, ES, whatever. You can afford these, get them. Belt, doesn't matter. Strength, percent energy shield, mana, whatever. Boots, again, just grab the Syntrex Stealth Boots. These are a great starting boot. I started with these boots. Okay, gears out the way. Boom, into the tree. You want a Ring of Blades gem. Mine has Corrupted Blood. It actually wasn't that expensive to get that. Not too big of a deal. But again, get a regular one. If you want to save money, get a Corrupted one. There's nothing, it's just going to have nothing on it. Nothing you can do with it. Cool. Moving on. Intuitive Leap Viridian Jewel. A little bit of money here. Actually, I don't know what these are worth right now. Maybe an Exalt, maybe less. I haven't checked in a while. But what this is doing is it's saving me these 2 points. That is big. That is 2 passive points. Huge. Moving on. Voices. These are pretty cheap now from what I understand. It's just going to be easier to get 3 of them. If you can't, get you a large cluster jewel with at least 2 jewel sockets. But let's assume you have enough money to get the voices. Voices. Come over here to your cluster jewels. Get 5 sockets, 6 sockets, whatever. You need 6 heraldries and 9 purposeful harbingers. 6 heraldries, 9 purposeful harbingers. What that means is all your heralds will be free, freeing up your mana to reserve your other items. You can drop yes before you guys that like live in your basement, eat Doritos and Mountain Dew and breathe out your mouth. Tell me the goal is to drop heraldries. I know. I'm trying to help you guys that are new, that just want to get started. The goal is 6 heraldries, 9 purposeful harbingers. I'll explain why. Free heralds. Purposeful Harbingers gives you all buffs and skills have 10% increase affecting you for each herald affecting you. Huge. Alright? Now, back to what I was saying earlier with the gloves and why I have 3 things connected to them and you shouldn't. 1. Hatred has reduced mana reservation, saves me mana. Then, I run this small cluster. If you're just getting started, you won't have the Helm enchant. You won't need this small cluster. So do not run Wrath. Leave Wrath out of the build until you get the small cluster jewel and the helmet enchant. Then you will have more mana and more wiggle room. A lot of you guys have sent me a question saying, why can't I run everything? It's because of that. Helm enchant and this small cluster. The Purity of Fire has a 30% reduced mana reservation. What that's allowing me to do is run Purity of Fire and Purity of Ice on my blood gem. Okay? It's a 20/20 blood gem. That's how I do that. Without that jewel in that small cluster and without this helmet, I was unable to run Wrath, which is in my build right here. I couldn't run it, period. There's nothing I could do to get all my stuff turned on. So I left it out of the build. I didn't run it until I got everything set up, okay? If you have the extra currency or you're leveling, the goal is to get a Pure Might or whatever you're going to run. If you want to just match me, get a Pure Might and get a Helm enchant. Hatred's reduced mana reservation. I think this was like 8x. Maybe cheaper, maybe more. I haven't checked. I've been busy with work. All right. Moving on. I run a Watcher's Eye. Now, my build is not finished, but I've been so busy with work, I haven't had a chance to finish it. What I'm going to do is I'm going to get another 4 slot here or 5 slot. I'm going to drop this point. I'm going to drop this point. I'm going to hit level 100. And I'm going to get this jewel to have a socket right here. And then I'm going to put a point here for the socket. a point into this energy shield, and then a point into the plus with maximum energy shield, or some other small cluster. This is just a really good one. That should put me close to 8k ES. Enough about that. This is the Watcher's Eye I run. Now, you do not need a Watcher's Eye early on. I need to probably divine this thing to fix it, because that's 4% max energy shield, but as a really good roll on the near perfect roll. I'll divine it. Do I have divines right now? I could do that right now. I don't give a shit. Hell yeah, we got 2. Alright. I run a double conversion. It's a little expensive. I believe I paid like 10 to 12x for this. Physical damage convert to cold, while hatred, and physical damage extra light damage for wrath. Again, the wrath is important, but not as important early on as getting your build started, so you can start clearing bosses and clearing simulacrums. For you that have leveled higher than 90-ish, and you have extra points, I've been picking up these abyssal or these hypnotic jewels because this one gives me phasing, energy shield, physical damage to spells, that helps. Energy shield, that helps. Fire damage to spells while holding a shield. All that benefits me, okay? Over here, I got another one that says increase cast speed, physical damage to spells while holding a shield, maximum energy shield. Just, these are cheap. These things are like 10 to 15 chaos. They're nothing. It's just easy stats, all right? So, I'm running 9 Purposeful Harbingers, 6 Heraldries, and 3 Endbringers. The goal is to have that. Yes, for you guys that are min-maxing, you can go beyond that. As you get reduced mana reservation on certain items, you're able to have more mana, which then allows you to drop a Heraldry and put in another Endbringer or something else. Okay. So, back to the build. Again, over here, this is not even anything fancy. I probably could get a better jewel. Percent maximum energy shield, physical damage, spell damage. The energy hit for your attacks. I don't actually hit with my attacks. It's a spell. Even though the spell is a hit, but that doesn't really count. Whatever. This is a big jump. Now, we're out of the budget build. Budget build is done. How do you scale past the budget build? This is a 20x jewel. But what this jewel does is it gives me these other items. If you look on the side, the bottom right, it says basic jewel socket. 15% increased maximum energy shield. Sorry, I got me getting text. 9% maximum life, doesn't matter. Mana, nice. Mana regeneration, nice. Gain a power, frenzy, or endurance charge on kill. That's the kicker here. That way, during our build, we will have power, frenzy, and endurance charges. Just a little icing on the cake. But it also frees up points. I don't have to put 2 points right here, okay? And I get this will for the ES, and I get the power charges and all that stuff. Awesome. This is expensive, though. But if you get your extra currency, you want to throw something at it, you get a lot out of this socket by buying this. It's expensive. This is just a later upgrade. I put Corrupted Blood on my Ring of Blades. It actually was like less than an Exalt. I think it was like 80x or 80C, excuse me. Not that expensive. There are plenty of upgrades in this build for me to get. I am so busy with work, I haven't had a chance to even play. But you can put minus 1% mana on these jewels. Whatever. There is a ton of stuff to get upgrades on. But do I need it? No. I'm sitting at 4.3 million DPS in the damn hideout. Alright? I'm going to end this video. I will answer some more questions in the comments. I'm going to do another video where I do a quick showcase on a big map. Again, I'm running Awakened Gems fork. I swap out Hypothermia for bosses 2120. You don't have to get Awakened Gems. Just get regular ones. Whatever, okay? When you want to scale, the way you want to scale is by getting reduced mana reservations. So you can drop a Heraldry, Tailwind Elusive, percent energy shield, and mana and strength and all that stuff. Percent energy shield helps you scale it up with ES. Maybe a better Nebulous. Maybe a corrupted shield. All that stuff. There's a lot of upgrades you can get. But in reality, this build is not that expensive to get started. And then start mapping and saving your currency. Alright, I'm going to end the video. I'll put up another one right after this. Appreciate you guys hanging out. Please like, share these videos with your friends. Subscribe. All the cool stuff we say on YouTube because we need the help. But again, guys, message me in the comments. I'm answering all that I can to help you guys out because I too started this build with no clue what I was doing. But I got through it. I figured a lot out of it. This thing pumps like crazy, and It's basically an unending upgradable build. So as long as you get started, you can kill your conquerors, you can kill seers, you can map, you can do simulacrums. You will be able to upgrade this build for the rest of the league. There is so much shit to do. I imagine they're going to delay the start of the next league due to COVID and working from home. So we could probably get a better shield, get a better belt, get some whatever. A lot of stuff to do with the build. So, in the video, new video coming up next. See you guys.